Good afternoon, everyone. This is The Winning Window, Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. live show, week 45, countdown to 2020. How is everybody today? And you know what? We are at the end of the February month now. It's almost ending. So that's 2 months are gone out of the 1 year that we planned our countdown to 2020 and getting into the role of new life or new story, new page in your life, which is starting now. And you're working on it for this next 1 year, and which is 2 months are already gone. So 10 months are in our hand now. And you know what? I know something that is happening in your space because it's happening in my space too at this moment. And every time you want to rewrite a story, I would not say rewrite the story or rewrite the chapter, new chapter of your life or your business or your relationships, anything that you want to do or you have set up your goal for. I know by now that high that you had in the beginning when you started it is now coming down and you're feeling that, oh my God, will I be able to take care of this? Will I be able to do this? Now the problems are also coming. You're facing challenges. People are telling you that this is not happening. Or you're feeling, oh my God, I didn't see this challenge which is going to come in front of me. And all of that is happening. So you know what? I want to congratulate you if that is happening with you. That means you're diligently working on your goal, first. And second, what is happening to you right now, that the whole self-talk which is going on about whether I'm able to do this or no, or whether I'll be able to complete this or no, whether this is the right thing to do or no, is all great. Because what's happening with you is a self-doubt. And self-doubt is good. Yes, it is good. In this whole world, only two kinds of people will not have the self-doubt. A person who thinks that he or she knows everything under the sun, okay? And a person who's totally unrealistic. So you don't want to be unrealistic, and you also don't want to be the person who knows it all. Because if you know it all, then you would not have picked up this goal. So if you're getting the self-doubt, congratulate yourself that you are on track. And it's amazing. It's amazing because by now it should happen to you. Okay? It's happening to me as well. So I thought, let me just talk about this topic. How can you overcome the self-doubt that you have? Okay, it's again going to be a very short live because I want you to work on this very quickly, very precisely, and then move forward. Now, when do you get a self-doubt? Okay, if you think about it, each time that you get the self-doubt, when do you get it? If you don't know something, okay, when you embark on a new journey, when you start something new, and you don't know what's going to come the next step, that's where you get into the self-doubt. And then when do you get out of the self-doubt? When do you get out of the self-doubt is when you have figured out that thing or anything new that you're learning. Now think about it. If you drive your car or you ride on the bike or even you ride a bicycle, think about it when you first started doing that thing. How was it? Were you able to hold the steering wheel properly? Were you able to change the gears at the same time? Were you able to look at the signal? Were you able to understand all the paraphernalia that comes with the driving? No. Then you practiced, you figured out how it works, what it works, how you do it. And today you're an excellent driver because even though somebody's sitting next to you or even though you're listening to music, even though something is happening in your head, you're thinking about some critical issue, you still drive well, isn't it? Or the thing that you first time learned something. Think about those things that you learned for the first time. You were not sure about them, weren't you? It was difficult in the beginning, but then you figured it out. You figured it out and then you mastered it. And that's how now also you're going to do it. So if you're getting the self-doubt about this goal, which is amazing, which is great, congratulate yourself and pat it back because that's what it should be. It should be. That means you're alive and you're kicking and you're figuring it out how to do new things. A human being or the human brain is designed for a quest. So if you have a doubt, that means you're curious whether you're on the right path or you're not on the right path. If you feel, or if you don't feel rather, the doubt, that means you've stopped learning, and if you've decided that I'm on the right track, there's nothing to learn more about it. So please understand this, that the self-doubt is good. Okay, for your brain it's good. So now when you get the self-doubt, the two things can happen. One, you will get into it, you will get sucked into it, and it'll paralyze you and you will stop working. Okay, but understand this very carefully. Okay, but when you get the self-doubt, okay, you're joyful. You look at that challenge, or you look at that thought, as bring it out of your space and look at that thought. Yeah, that thought that tells you that you can't do it, or probably this is not the right way. Look at it carefully in front of you. And then after that, think about this challenge as an opportunity to grow and figure out new things. Okay? Think about it as an opportunity to grow and figure out new things. And when you do that, you look at it and you say, how can I have fun with this thought that has come to me? And second thing you can do is ask yourself a question. How can I get over this challenge? When you ask this question, how, you will get your answers, because every answer is there around you in your sphere. If it's not inside you, your reticular activation system in your brain is designed to figure out the answers. That's why I said you're on the quest. Okay, so if you ask the question, your brain will understand that this question is important to this person, and it will try and figure out the answer for it. Initially, you may get the same answers again and again, that you're not good at it. Okay, but don't stop asking the question, how can I get good at it? Okay, if you feel that I'm not good at it, ask yourself every time you get that question, that thought to you that you're not good at this particular thing, the next question should come to you is, how can I get good at this? Okay, keep doing that, keep at it constantly. The second thing I want to tell you about self-doubt, okay? Most people think the opposite of self-doubt is confidence. Now, opposite of self-doubt is not confidence. Okay, have you seen people moving around you, those who portray confidence, but you know that internally they don't have it? Or they feel that they know it all, so they have stopped learning and growing. Okay, so opposite of self-doubt is clarity. Okay, and clarity brings you the right kind of a confidence. So you have to figure it out. When I was not able to drive, and now I can drive well, I learned something that I was once not able to do. Okay, think about the child, or you, when you were a child, you were barely able to sit, crawl. Then you stood, you fell down, and you started walking. And when you started walking, it didn't take you longer time to start running. And now a lot of you may not run again because you are not used to of it. But most of you will be able to run if you put yourself in the practice. And you are not going to do it technically. You don't really need to use the technique to run. It has become innate to you. Walking has become innate to you. Talking has become innate to you. Driving, probably for some of you, has become innate to you. Writing has become innate to you. But you know, once upon a time, when you were little and you were learning that new skill, it was difficult for you. Right? Similarly, when you've set on this new journey, new goal, it's going to be difficult to you, and it has to be like that. Otherwise, I will assume that you have not taken up the right goal for yourself. So please congratulate yourself. And after the self-doubt, ask the question to yourself, how can I get better at this? How can I learn this thing? Okay, you suddenly, like a lot of people ask me, can they do, if they want to become a good father, okay, and they consider themselves as not good father, and if they keep saying this affirmation or keep writing this affirmation that I'm a good father, I'm a good father, I'm a good father, I'm a good father, well, that's not going to work for you. Okay, affirmations are great. I really understand that they are great, but they are not going to, like this kind of affirmation where you are actually having an opposite experience in your life. If you keep telling yourself that you're a good father, it will not give you the results. Or if you're a good businessman, it is not going to give you the result as much. But what you can do is, the trick to this is, there's one thing that you're not good at something, and there's one thing that you're good at something. Okay, but that whole gap which is there, that's creating the self-doubt. And now, how do you bridge that gap? The simple thing you can do is tell your brain, how can I learn to be good at this? Or if you want to do an affirmation, if I'm not good enough and I'm good enough in the business, then I learn to be good in the business, or I learned marketing in the business, or I learned sales, or I learned to be a good father, I learned to be a good husband, I learned to be a good wife, I learned to be a good student. Learning is an innate nature of human beings. So you will be able to learn things quickly. And if you ask your brain, how can I learn this easy, and whatever sources you can give me, provide me the resources, you will automatically start attracting those kind of resources in your life. Okay. So understand something. Self-doubt is good, and opposite of self-doubt is not confidence, but clarity. So get the clarity in your life, guys. And that's what the live today is. Now I'm going to quickly look at the comments and people, those who are here live, and I'm going to answer those questions. Hi, Vignesh. Vignesh, you're saying, if I don't know what should be figured, then how should I figure it out? Okay. Okay, Vignesh, you're saying that you don't know what should you figure out, and then how should you figure it out? Okay. Do you have you set, first of all, yourself any sort of a goal, or that you want to achieve now or in future, or in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or a year? Then you know what you want, right? Then in that case, you have to ask yourself this question: how can I get better at this, or how can I do this? What resources can help me to get this thing in my life, or get this goal accomplished? If you can give me a little more details about it, I can help you more, Vignesh. And if you want, you can personally message me or DM me. I will definitely come back to you on this and give you more clarity on this. But figure it out that if you don't know what you want, so whatever the first thing comes to you that you know that you want, you may have something like you want this person in your life, or you want this particular amount of money in your life, or you want your business to be at this level, you want to do this job, whatever it is for you, that outcome you know that you want, and then start walking backwards for the clarity. So to reach a certain level in your business, what must happen? Now that's practical, right? So as much as if you can write it down that you want, and if that's not happening, if it's a very specific question, Vignesh, message me on my personal window. I will definitely get back to you on personal. Okay. Ravi, you're saying you're an inspiration for me. I have a lot to learn from you. I also want to be a trainer and coach. Fantastic, Ravi. Congratulations for that. It's a great and a noble profession to be as a trainer and a coach. But make sure that you have a support system, or you also have something on the side that gives you money. So on the journey, when you want to become that impeccable and great trainer and a coach, you also have something coming in, because training and coaching profession in the beginning does not give you enough money to sustain you in your life. So figure it out, how can you make more money first, and then simultaneously nurture this passion. And I really, really welcome you in this field. It's a great field to be in, because you love helping people apparently, and that's why you want to be in this field. So congratulations for that, Ravi. Hi, Ajit. Hi, Chandeshwar. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this live. And if there are any questions, those of you who will watch this later, you can come back to me on personal window and message me, or you can comment here on this live, or you can also email to us, like most of you do, at drmeghana@themantra.com. I will also put the email ID in this chat somewhere in the chat box, or maybe on the title, so you can always come back to me. Thank you so much, and I see you next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. at the winning window. See you. Happy, 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 happy day for you, and have a great evening tonight. Bye-bye.